Good evening, teacher.
Hey, good evening. How was your day?
Fine.
Good. Okay, class, let's start. Hi there, I don't see no cameras on. Only see pictures. Hey, JC, how are you? Jacqueline, Jenny, Walter, Francisco. There you are, Maria Fernanda. Hello. Thanks for turning your camera on. Yolanda, Maria Fernanda, and Francisco. Only 8 students. Good. Can you see my screen? Hello. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Good. Today,
Hello, teacher.
today we're gonna start with an activity with a dynamic. Okay, this is a dynamic that is named word race. So I need you to take a pen and a notebook. Okay. Take a pen and a notebook. Understand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let me see your pen and your notebooks. What are your pens and notebooks? Let me see them. Where is your pen, Yolanda? Where is your notebook? I want a pen and a notebook right now. Thank you, Maria Fernanda. All right.
Okay, teacher.
Where are they? I need it. I need a pen and a notebook. Ready? Okay, these are the instructions. Okay, you gotta take a pen and a notebook. You will have 5 minutes. Okay, you're gonna have 5 minutes. I'm going to set this in the stopwatch. Okay. You're gonna have 5 minutes to write as many words in English. Okay. All the words in English that you know. Parts of the body, colors, numbers, verbs, adjectives, anything in English, okay? When I say start, you will start, okay? Then I will say stop. After 5 minutes, you stop. After 5 minutes, you have to count the words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many words did I wrote? Did I write? And then you gotta give me the numbers of words that you wrote. Understand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Everybody understood? Everybody understood? Do I have your attention, Jenny, Jacqueline, Juan Carlos, Walter? Do I have your attention?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna start. We're gonna start. We start now. Start. 5 minutes. Where are you? Check the time. Do you listen the music from my neighbors?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Ah, pues sí. Because my neighbor, she's a singer. And today she's rehearsing cumbias and everything. Continue writing, continue writing. 5 minutes. You have now 2 minutes and 40 seconds right now. One minute. Okay, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Stop. Now count your words. How many words did you write? Count them. Cuéntelas. Count them and tell me. Tell the class.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
I write 34.
34. You wrote 34 words. Very good.
Yes.
Very good. This is the first time. Thank
Teacher.
you. Hello.
30.
How many?
30.
40.
30.
Ah, 30. 30.
30.
30. Okay.
30.
María Fernanda?
47.
47. Okay, María Fernanda is winning right now. Lord de María, how many words?
Sorry, teacher, ya acabo de entrar.
Okay, no problem. Okay, Diana?
36.
36. Carla Nayeli?
Yo igual, teacher, hace poquito acabo de entrar.
Ah, okay. Kimberly? Francisco? How many words?
25.
25. Okay. Walter?
40.
40. Okay, thank you. JC?
26.
26. And Jenny?
32.
32. All right, good. This is an activity to see how many words we have memorized, and because we are against the time, in 5 minutes you must you must write more than 100 words. Okay. Next time, you're going to write more words because this is the first time you do this activity. All right, let's continue. Yolanda, can you read this information, please?
Teacher, unit 3, I
Uh-huh.
will be able to
Uh-huh.
make police requests as the workplace.
Okay.
Let's start. Do you usually help your co-work with their tasks? Do you often ask co-workers to help you with your
Task. Okay.
tasks?
All right, good. So this is unit 3. Thank you. Communication at the workplace. You will be able to make polite requests at the workplace, okay? Like, could you help me? Could you tell me? All right, those are requests. When I ask for help. Okay. Do you usually help your coworker with their tasks? Understand the question, the first question?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Task.
Task, tareas.
Yes, sometimes.
Tareas. So, do you usually help your coworker with their tasks? Or you just ignore them?
Sometimes when I have finished my task,
Okay. You offer help. Good. All right. Okay. Do you often ask coworkers to help you with your tasks? Do you ask for help?
Yes, teacher.
Good. Okay. What is a good way to ask or to offer? Sometimes we offer and sometimes we request. Yeah. When you offer help, you say, what can I do for you? Yeah. What can I do for you? Do you need a hand? What? Got it? Offer and request. When I offer and when I request. When you are looking for a direction or an address, you say, could you give me directions to the place you are looking for? Could you give me directions to Torre Futura? Could you give me directions to the Metropolitan Cathedral, etc. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. Look, these are sorry, these are conversations asking for help. Could you print out the budget file? and asking a partner to print, or you can ask a partner to write a report. You can ask a partner to make a phone call. Okay, those are requests. Or to deliver some documents or the mail. All right, so the question is, or the request is, could you print out the budget file right away, Rita? Understand the question? I mean the request?
What is the meaning of bucket file?
Budget. Budget.
The meaning?
Repeat. Budget.
Budget.
Okay, presupuesto. Okay, then we have another one here. Would you mind opening the window? Sure, no problem. All right, let's continue. Let's practice. Listen, could you print out the budget file? Can you repeat that? Could you print out the budget file?
Could you print out the budget file?
Right away, Rita.
Right away, Rita.
Right away, Rita.
Would you mind opening the window?
Would you mind
Would you
open the
mind
window?
opening the window?
Opening, yes, thank you. Sure, no problem.
Sure, no problem.
No problem.
Sure, no problem. Okay, let's go and let's practice with our partner for 2 minutes. Because this conversation is pretty short. Thank you, JC. I was looking for the group. Any questions? Hello?
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Everything
No
okay?
question.
No questions? Good.
No, teacher.
Okay, let's go. What does it mean, would you mind? How would you interpretate? How would you interpretate that?
¿Te importaría?
Ah, oh, te molestaría, te importaría. Okay. Okay, let's go and let's think that to our workplace, okay? Let's think that we are in our workplace and we're gonna write 5 requests you need to ask in your workplace, okay? This is individually, and here we have an example. Use request as a verb as something politely. Okay, request a new phone. Okay, please, the verb. Use request as a noun. Something asked for. My boss usually has many requests for me. Okay, when is a verb and when is a noun. Here is a verb. Request a new phone. Ask for. Okay. Requerir, requerimientos. All right. Good. Please, using the previous slide, you can have example like you can use could or can, and also you can use would. Write 5 requests, okay? Send them to the chat. Please send the 5 requests at once. At once. The 5 requests at once. Not one by one. The 5. The 5 requests at once. De una vez. Oh my God. When you finish, write them on the chat, please. Send your 5 requests on the chat. That is the same, Yolanda. I need new requests.
Sí, teacher, me equivoqué, se me fue. Ya estoy en directo.
I need other requests. That is the example. Hurry up. Two more minutes. Hurry up, please. Oh, that's nice. Would you send, Diana, that's Diana. Would you send a report to the supervisor? Would you bring me the computer? Could you lend me the pencil? Would you mind come with me at the conference? Would you stay in the office preparing the presentation? Would you go to the store to buy cola champagne? Pupusas are good. I only have Yolanda, Diana, and JC. Could you be loved? That's a song. Could you be loved and be loved? Yeah, Bob. Could you send this document by mail? Yeah, that's a good one, Flor de Maria. Could you prepare the meeting with sales department for me? Could you call the clients? Could you? Dele vuelta, Flor de Maria. Could you? Not you could, okay? Could you call clients? Could you buy some things for the office? Could you review the reports? Sergio says, could you archive this file? Could you help me with my computer? Would you mind bringing me the pages from the printer? Would you mind turning on the air conditioning? Would you mind accompanying me to a client? All right, very good. Could you buy something for the office? Much better. Okay, let's stop. I was awaiting more participation from you guys. And this is just a few of you participating. Let's call the attendance. Adriana Lisette Chavez.
Present.
Thank you. Diana Elizabeth Ramirez.
Present.
Thank you. Flor de María Valladares.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Francisco Javier Quinteros.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Gerson Osvaldo Deras. Jacqueline Xiomara Araujo. Juan Carlos Quevedo.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Karen Genina Membreño. Carla Nayeli Machado.
Present.
Thank you. Kimberly Nayeli Miranda.
Present.
Thank you. María Fernández Morán.
Present.
Thank you. Merari Andrea Sánchez.
Present.
Thank you. Sergio David Leiva.
Present.
Thank you. Vanessa Guadalupe Santos.
Present.
Okay. Walter Aminca Ramírez.
Present.
Jenny Carolina Tobar.
Present.
Yolanda Pérez de Sánchez.
Present, teacher. Sí encendí la cámara, pues salió oscura.
Okay, thank you.
Present, teacher, no sé si me escuchó.
Who is it? Who is it?
Yolanda.
Okay, thank you.
Yolanda Pérez de Sánchez.
All right, thank you. Forever yours. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we have communication at the workplace. So when we have communication in our workplace with our co-workers. Use could and would you mind to ask requests. Listen, could you call me later? Sure. Could you make 10 copies of this paper right away? Could you contact the tech support for support? I don't. Could you contact the tech support? No problem. Start a request with could you, followed by the base form or the ing form.
Base form.
Base form, yes. Of the main verb, any complement phrase. Answer to requested with could you are not normally yes I could or yes I can. The expected answer are the actions that are requested or a short answer like the ones in the page, the examples above. Okay, questions? Okay, next one. Would you mind calling the plant manager? Yes, right away. Would you mind getting an appointment with the HR for me? In a minute. Would you mind sending this box to the cleaning department? Not a problem. Start a request with would you mind plus the base form or the ing form.
The ING form.
The ing. Mm. Questions? The expected answer for requested with would you mind are not usually no, I would not mind, but are the actions that are requested or answers like the ones in the examples above. Okay, next activity. This is hot. Today is hot. Let me see. Where are we? Where are we? Here we are. Answer to requested with could you are not normally yes, I could. Yes, I can. The expected answer are the actions that are requested, or short answer like the ones in the examples above. Let's see. Would you mind calling the plant manager right away? Would you mind getting an appointment with the HR for me in a minute? Would you mind sending this book to the cleaning department? Not a problem. Start a request with would you mind? So the base form of the verb. And any complement phrase. The expected answer for requested with would you mind are not usually no, I would not mind, but are the actions that are requested. In short, answers like the ones in the examples above. Right away, in a minute, no problem. Okay, now it's time for you. Write polite requests you receive or give at your workplace. Exercise 4, pair work. Take turns to role play, share conversation, asking your partner these polite requests. Okay, let's do it. Individually. Can you write it on the chat? But now I want your participation, not like the first time that only like 4 of you participated. I need more participation from you guys. Requests at your workplace. 2 more minutes. Please send them to the chat. Hey, there you are. Let me see. This is Diana. Could you send me the confirmation? Could you help me checking the information? Could you send me the report of the bank? Could you send an email? Could you call the AC mentor? Could you check the report? Could you turn on the lights? Could you open the door? Perfect. Good, good, Diana. You're the one that's participating. It seems that I only have one student. So only that Diana had sent the sentences. The rest is resting. Oh, this is Lord de Maria. Could you invoice some products? Can I share my lunch? Okay. Would you like to have a coffee? Good. Okay, now that you're finished, let's go to the groups and read your requests. Adriana, would you send these documents to human resources? Please, could you help me with this report, please? It's Monday. It's Monday. Okay, let's continue. Diana, can you read 2 of your requests? Read 2 of your requests. Can you read?
Could you send me the confirmation? Could
Okay.
you help me checking the information?
Okay, good. It's could, yeah, right? Could.
Good,
Could,
good.
yeah, thank you. Lord de Maria, can you read other 2?
Oh, sorry. Could you avoid some products?
Okay, could you avoid?
Can I share my lunch with you?
Can I share? Yeah, okay, thank you. I will be pleased. Yeah, okay, thank you. Yolanda, read 2
Okay, teacher.
read 2 requests, please.
Could she try to finish her project on time? Could they help you with your work? Could she be back by noon? Two, éramos.
Oh yeah, only 2. Yeah, thank you. Sergio, read 2 requests, please.
Could you give this documentation to the boss?
Okay, documents sound better. What's
Could
the...
you, oh. Could you receive this documentation for me?
Okay, thank you. Maria Fernanda, read other 2.
Could you take care? Ah, no, no olvida. Sí. Could you take care of the kids at recess? Could you help me with the class?
Okay. Only say could.
Cool.
Could.
Cool.
I'm gonna write it on the chat. Could. Like this. That's the pronunciation.
Good.
Check the chat.
Good.
Could.
Thank you.
Welcome. Merari, read 2 requests, please. Merari doesn't answer. Okay. Francisco, can you read 2 requests, please? Okay. No Merari, no Francisco. Kimberly.
Could you help me with the...
With what?
Diga, Francisco.
Continue, Fran. Okay. Vanessa, continue. Gerson, continue. JC, continue with reading 2 requests.
you explain to me the sales goals for this month?
Mhm.
Hola, sí se me escuchó.
Yes. Carla Nayeli.
Hang on. Will you send me the document?
All right. Two requests.
Okay.
No
Could
sean
you lend me
tacaños.
a pen?
All right.
Could you close the door? Could you send me the email?
Okay, thank you. Okay, just check the pronunciation of could. Is could. Could. Okay? Could. Say it. Say could.
Could.
Could. Thank you. Adriana, it's your turn.
Could you send this document to human resource, please?
Human resources. Human resources. Thank you.
Human resource.
Yes, human resources. Okay, the other one?
Could you help me with this report?
Could you help me with this report? Thank you. And Jenny.
Could you help me with the report of the day?
Which?
Uh, Could you take this box to the post office?
All right, thank you. Now let's see if we can go to a video or some information that I have for you. I guess it's grammar. Let me see. Let me check. Where are you here? Get ready. Oh no. And what's the quiz? Let me check, my friends. Let me check. Better English combo. ¿Qué por la requestes? Oh. So these pages are not working. All right, my friends, you know what are good manners?
Not sure.
No, you don't know what are good manners? Good manners are buenos modales. Okay, pay attention, please. And take note. And you can stop the video whenever you want. You can say, teacher, can I take a couple? Can I ask you something? Okay, you can stop and ask.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Rebecca from ingvid.com. In today's lesson, we'll be talking about good manners, or what can also be referred to sometimes as cross-cultural skills. What does that mean? It's the skills that you need to function effectively in a different culture than your own. So for example, if I were to come to your country and learn your language, do you think that would be enough? Not really, because along with the language, I also need to learn what's acceptable, what's not okay in that particular culture. So today we'll be talking about 12 things that you need to say and do when you're living or working in an English-speaking environment. Okay, let's get started. So first, we'll talk about what you should say. The first one is using the word please. Now, everybody knows that you should say please, but not everybody remembers to actually say it. So for example, if you go into a coffee shop, don't just say coffee, say coffee, please. Or if you're asking someone else to do something, also remember, could you please turn off your cell phone, for example. All right? Next, remember to say thank you whenever somebody does something. Thank you, you're welcome. These are phrases that we do use very often in English. And it could be for anything simple, like somebody holding the door for you, or it could be for something more elaborate, like somebody giving you a birthday present. Okay? The way you say it from your heart. Okay? Thank you very much, and so on. The next one is to say sorry, or even better, to say I'm sorry, because I'm sorry is more personal. But otherwise, at least say sorry. And again, you can say sorry for little things, like perhaps stepping on someone's foot, or if you bang into someone by mistake, you bump into someone by mistake somewhere in a crowded place. Still apologize. Say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Okay? We do use that quite often. Next one, excuse me. Now, excuse me, you can say when you sneeze, right? Achoo, excuse me. Or if you need to ask somebody for some information, you can say, excuse me, would you know where the nearest subway is, right? So this is a very useful expression, and it's also a polite expression. The next one is to remember to greet people and also to wish people. By greeting people, even at work, if you work in an English-speaking environment, remember, we do say good morning, good night, happy birthday, happy new year, congratulations. So greet people and also wish them on the appropriate days. The next one might seem obvious also, but again, it's the way that you do it. Even if you work in an office in the morning, you can say, hey, good morning, how are you? And when you ask, how are you? Even though you're not expected to give a full answer, but whatever answer someone gives you, remember to listen. Don't start talking right away. Wait to hear if the other person is saying, oh, pretty good, I'm fine. How are you? Hear all of that before you start speaking about your own disposition, your own state of mind, okay? Listen to the answer, all right? So these are 6 things that you must remember to do. They are taken for granted and they are expected of you. Next, let's look at what you should do. This 7th one here says smile. Smiling creates a more friendly environment and it's certainly expected. So try to do that. Again, it doesn't mean you have to keep smiling, but when you meet someone, give them a smile. If you don't smile, they might think that you're nervous. They might think you're angry or unhappy about something, okay? Or they might take it a little bit aggressively. So try to smile. It also gives people the message that everything is okay. Not just that you're happy to meet them, but that everything is fine with you. So it says 2 things, something about you and something about the other person. Next, shake hands. Now, that's usually in a more business-like situation, in an office or somewhere, and certainly when you meet somebody for the first time. In an English-speaking environment, you are expected to shake hands and shake hands rather firmly. Don't shake hands very weakly or just hold a part of the hand. Hold the entire hand and shake it firmly, all right? That's, again, part of the office expectation and the business norm. The next one is to remember to cover your mouth. What do I mean? Not all the time, but if you need to yawn, what does it mean to yawn? It's what you do when you're sleepy, and right? We yawn. So when you do that, if it happens and you're in a group or in an office or something like that, remember to cover your mouth. You can cover it this way, like this, or some people cover it this way, okay? So cover your mouth. Also, if you're coughing, remember to cough aside, okay? You can do that. Actually, today, they teach us something quite different. They actually teach us to cough here, into the inside of your elbow, like this. Why is that? Because if you cough into your hand and then you go and shake hands with someone, you're passing your germs onto that person. And people are very aware of that these days. So it's better not to cough into your hand, actually, but to cough here, like that, okay? Next, remember to stand in line. In many parts of the world, there are different rules regarding lines. And in English-speaking countries, generally people expect you to stand in line, not to crowd around, not to get in front of somebody, not to look for a place and sneak in, but in fact to check who is the last person in line and make sure that you stand behind them. If you're not sure who's the last person in line, because it's a bit of a confusing situation, you can ask, who's last? Okay? And stand behind that person. That is part of the etiquette that is expected of you. Next one. This is hold the door. What do I mean by that? If you're going through a doorway, remember to hold the door behind you. Don't just go through yourself and then let the door fall back against whoever is behind you. No, hold the door, look back and check if there's someone there. Hang on for a second if they're still coming. And whether they say thank you or not doesn't matter. It's your job to hold the door. Try to do that. It makes for a much friendlier society, a much more caring society. The last one is something that a lot of people are not aware of because in different parts of the world, space has different meanings. In some cultures, it's perfectly acceptable to stand quite close to someone. And that's, absolutely fine. In an English-speaking environment, that's not really expected. Personal space is respected more and expected. So when you meet someone, when you're standing, for example, or when you're talking to someone, try to keep about an arm's length distance, okay? Not exactly. And of course, if it's very crowded, you might stand a little closer. But let's say it's an empty room, about an arm's length, okay, this way or this way, is where you should stand when you're talking to someone. If you stand closer to them than that, okay, they're going to feel uncomfortable, and you're probably going to find that they're standing back, they're moving away, and that's because you've crossed their comfort zone. Their comfort zone is about this much. And if you get closer to that, they might think you're trying to, I don't know, if it's a man and a woman, they might think you're trying to get extra friendly, or in one way or the other, they're going to feel uncomfortable. So remember to respect that space if you're standing. The next thing is if you're sitting. What do I mean by if you're sitting? Well, let's look at this. This is what I've drawn on the board. It's like a sample of, let's say, a bus or a subway. So when you walk into the subway, let's say you walk in from here. Now, if there's nobody there, of course, if it's empty, you can sit wherever you want. So, but let's say you walk in, there's already somebody sitting here. Where would you sit? Well, it's not okay, if we follow the same rule that people like to have their space, it's not okay to go and sit here when there's all this other extra space here. So probably the first person, if the first person was sitting here, for example, a next person might come and sit here. Again, it's not a rule, but it's kind of an informal rule that everybody understands. So the next person might sit here because this is quite far away and, no questions, no making anybody feel uncomfortable. The next person might sit here and then here. Okay? So you see that these spots will probably be occupied first. And then what happens? Well, after that, some people might just stand, or then you start occupying the other spots next to the people who were there. But you don't occupy a spot next to someone until there are no other options left, okay? This is not something that we talk about or that you might necessarily see written in a book, but it is something that is done in effect. And if you don't do that, people are going to wonder, what do you want? Are you being aggressive? Or is there something bad going to happen here? Or are you trying to be too friendly? So remember to respect space. And now, as I promised you, one last critical point. If you don't do this last thing, everything else you do here will probably not matter. So this is very important. And it has to do with body odor. Okay? What do I mean by that? I mean that you need to make sure that you don't smell bad. All right? That means everything from your mouth. So make sure you brush your teeth. If you've had something to eat which has some spices in it, make sure you use breath freshener. Otherwise, people are going to feel uncomfortable around you. Moving from your mouth down to your underarms, make sure that you use deodorant or an antiperspirant. People are not accustomed to the smell of sweat in North American societies or in English-speaking societies. And if you sweat and it smells, then people are going to avoid you. And they will not tell you because it's considered rather rude to speak about those kind of things. However, they will talk about it probably behind your back, which you really don't want, or you're just not going to have as successful an experience in a social context or a business context. But that's the reason why. So make sure you use deodorant or antiperspirant. Okay? Next, considering your entire body, make sure you shower regularly. And the last thing is also the clothes that you wear. Make sure you wash them regularly, and make sure if you have been somewhere, for example, a club or a restaurant with a lot of smells, make sure that your clothes don't keep that smell, because clothes tend to hang on to certain smells. For example, before you go for a job interview, if someone in your house is cooking, whether it's your mom or a roommate or your girlfriend or your wife or someone or your boyfriend, make sure you don't enter the kitchen, especially if they're cooking onions or something like that, because all that smell will stay on your clothes, and then people are going to smell that once you're outside of that environment, right? So make sure that any kind of food, smoke, tobacco, marijuana, alcohol, all these substances do cling or stick to our clothing. So make sure that your clothing doesn't smell of any of that, and make sure that you don't smell anything but good. All right? Now, that doesn't mean to drench yourself in cologne. No, don't do that. But make sure that you have a neutral smell, especially in an office environment. And if you do that, plus all of these things, you are going a very long way to being successful in an English-speaking environment. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And also, if you'd like to do a quiz to review some of these points, go to our website, www.ingvid.com. Thanks very much. Bye for now.
Hello. Communicate in English.
Okay, class. Did you take notes of the video? What called your attention? Do you learn something new?
The distance that we need to have with the other person.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Can you explain a point, everybody? I mean, the class, can you explain something? No? Let me see. Okay, remember this activity? Take turns to role-play short conversation asking your partner these polite requests. Make appointments, okay. So you're going to write a short conversation and then record it in the WhatsApp group and send it to me. Understand the activity? Class, do you understand the activity? Yes or no?
No.
No? Okay, van a crear una conversación con requests, and your partner is going to say, sure, no problem, okay, and so on, okay? This is a short conversation. When you are sure that is the conversation, you're going to record it. Lo van a enviar como una nota de voz to the WhatsApp, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's do it. Let's go to groups. All right. I'm gonna give you 4 minutes plus 1, 5. And then send the audios to WhatsApp.
you check yesterday's report? Yes, sure. Let me see. I'll check yesterday's report. So I can in this moment. Well, no problem. Can you give me a copy, Yolanda? Well, no. For the full review, this next year. Yes, sure. Next year, I will finish my comedy book.
Ferrari, could you help me with the class?
Yes, I do, Fernanda. Jenny, can you help me plan the class, please? Sure, no problem, Ferrari.
Pretty good. Thank you. What about the others? Okay, I'm gonna call the attendance. Adriana Lisette Chávez. Dayana Elizabeth Ramírez. Flor de María Valladares. Francisco Javier Quinteros. Okay, my friends, let me call the attendance. Adriana Lisset Chávez.
Present.
Thank you. Diana Elizabeth Ramírez. Flor de María Valladares.
Present, teacher.
Francisco Javier Quinteros.
Present, teacher.
Gerson Osvaldo Deras.
Present,
Thank you.
teacher.
Jacqueline Xiomara Araujo. Juan Carlos Quevedo.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Karen Gemina Membreño. Carla Nayeli Machado.
Present, teacher.
Kimberly Nayeli Miranda.
Present.
Thank you. María Fernanda Morán.
Present.
Merari Andrea Sánchez.
Present.
Thank you. Sergio David Leiva.
Present.
Thank you. Vanessa Guadalupe Santos. Walter Amilcar Ramírez. Jenny Carolina Tovar.
Present.
Yolanda Pérez.
Present, teacher.
Oh.
Teacher, present.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Good night,
again.
teacher.
Okay. I'm sleepy. Sorry about that. Okay, my friends, I guess. Yeah, I guess we are finished today. Okay, so that's all for now. Take care and see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you tomorrow.
Good night. Good night.
Bye, friend. Bye.